Alright, so picking up where I left off last time a bit. I went ahead and hooked up some auto crafting for things that use the magma crucible and fluid transposer. So the magma crucible is set here to accept from one side and output fluid to the top. The fluid transposer accepts from the side and accepts fluids from the bottom and outputs on the right. And then I've got some crafting patterns here and an item duct. And then over here, the signal unplated one here to pull power without having to use a bunch of different things. I'm just going to go ahead and throw some cryothium dust in here. And it's going to start flowing down to the magma crucible. I put a filter right here just because it something I was making involve. Oh yeah, making the blizz powder involves infusing destabilized redstone to snowballs, and the snowballs can be melted in here, so they were getting fed into here as well. So the gelid cryothium is for the reactor, which I've got to the point now where pretty much all I need is the coolants and to cap it off. So I've got a bunch of resonant ender ready here, because the design I like to use, I use resonant ender around the edge. Deal with this. I like to use resonant ender around the edge. Wait. And gelid cryothium in the inside. And I mean, there are gonna be better designs. It's almost an art, the reactor designs for extreme reactors, but this is the one I like. They all want in. How much is left? 5 buckets. Are we nice and coated? No, don't. Got too close. I guess that segues into the little basement for the reactor here. I've got it connected up to the tunnel that goes to the canola plant. I already connected to the XNet, so that'll be ready. I'm just gonna go sleep and make it day. Wherever I left the bed, there it is. Okay, so looks like I'm gonna need to go grab some more yeah, anyway, I'll finish this first. So we've got how much left? 2? I think I just wasted a bucket there. This stuff's fun too, because it teleports you. And go see how the cryothium's doing. Might have to grab some more ender pearls. Cryothium's done. So let's throw that in there and grab some ender pearls to get some more resonant ender. Let's go put the cryothium in. But I like this design just because it's efficient enough for me, and it works nicely for both a passive and an active reactor once I get turbines. So the cryothium doesn't really spread. You have to actually place source blocks, and they the source blocks actually fall too. Alright. And it's like liquid nitrogen, it'll actually hurt you. Because it's so cold. I love jumping into that stuff. Let's see how the resonant ender is going. Did this. Oh yeah, I gotta bring some bricks to fix this. So it should be... Actually, let's just test. So that's a source. That's a source. That's not a source. That's a source. That's not a source. That's a source. That's not a source. So I need one more. So I'm going to show you something else while this is melting. I made a cobbleworks. Here's the underside of it. Everything springs from this igneous extruder here. XNet channels everything around and brings power down. So we've got a sag mill making cobble to gravel, gravel to sand, sand to silicon. This crafts sand to sandstone to be pulverized to get niter. This induction smelts cobblestone with sand to get stone, bricks, and slag. This makes glass, and that makes stone. And it's all hooked up to a little drawer system, which is just these right here. And then I just went ahead and brought over my old drawers from the old base because I've this connected up with an external storage now. So now I've got, you know, high capacity storage. It's not taking up the drives for that stuff. And it's all limited so it doesn't just waste power grinding needlessly. So let's grab some of those. And some of these. Creeper. Let's go check out the resonant ender. I guess this doesn't help me because it's not open to the world anymore. I'm gonna have to stick an elevator out there so that nope, wrong way. So I can go between the basement and the surface level. Alright, so that's the one that needs it. And that one. Really? I mean, it's all just OCD at this point, because as long as it's there, it should work, but I kind of like it to not be flowing. I just like watching them flow through the impulse duct. So I did the cobble works. I've been trying to clean up this tunnel so it's not just bare dirt and everything. I guess while we're waiting, it can make that a couple of elevators. I might already have one or two. So I'm just gonna see. So the controller should be right there-ish. think I might need to make the fence a little bigger so that it, I don't get ambushed by creepers again that are just sitting outside of the, fence. Let's make it a little further out. Done yet? Oh yeah, and I've also got a little, where is it? Oh no, the Cobbleworks has it. A little buffer right there. A way to buffer to go between the power ducting and XNet, because it can't pull directly out of the flux cables, or the flux ducts. Hopefully I sound good. I've got a mic stand now for my mic, so it's not just sitting in front of my computer keyboard. So hopefully I'm not too far away or too close to it. Come on, melt faster. Hopefully there's less impact noise from the keyboard. Okay. Alright. Alright, so that. Alright. Now I just need some casings for the top. You can go in, you can go. Oh yeah, I've also got some stuff ready to do a Draconic Energy Core. Oh, this probably isn't enough, but... I'll fix it later. Just wasted some gelid cryothium. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need some more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. And multi-block complete. Now we need fuel. I should probably at some point put an access board on the front just so that I can not have to go downstairs. Get some fuel. How's it doing now? Most of the way there. Definitely gonna have to find more Yellorium. Yeah, definitely gonna make that fence bigger so that oh lovely, the cryothium drips. Okay, it's full now. So I'm gonna bump these up. Just so I don't go crazy with the heat right now. So 2,000, 3,000. I'm really paranoid about right now about the creepers. 5,000. Yeah, and our heat's not too bad. Half a millibucket a tick. Let's pull these back by like 10%. Don't want to get too hot or it'll just skyrocket our fuel consumption. but we can probably get down to like 50 before we get too hot. And we're going to want to shut it down now. Because otherwise we're going to be wasting power because we don't have it pulling into the vibrant bank yet. But I'll work out all that logic later for turning this on and off, depending on where the vibrant bank is at. But let's go ahead and dump the power into the vibrant bank. Oh. Yeah. I think that only holds like 7 million or something. So right now, let's just go ahead and pull the power out. Now, there's a question. I thought that's an advanced one, so why am I being limited to 10,000? But I think what I'm also going to do is, while I've got this stuff in my inventory, go ahead and rig up the Draconic Core. I don't have enough Draconium right now to get too crazy with it, but I can at least get it started and between episodes figure out how I want to work it into my system. Like how I want to include it in the decisions on when to run what generator. Oh, I never built the core. I think I've got all the stuff ready for it. I just wanted to save the achievement for while I was recording. In my base on my multiplayer server, I've got basically the core set up receiving all of the passively generated power. So 273 million. So I've got the core set up for all the passive power. And then this ends up, the core feeds into the smaller bank that's monitored on, with the, you know, hysteresis control for activating the different generators. So basically the big one trickle charges with all of my passive power and gets dumped into this. They're actually really similar right now. 225 to 273, I think. So, I don't know. I'll figure out where I want to include it and where I want to put these energy pylons. So, let's try turning this on again. See what we get up to. About 9. What are we going to stabilize at? About 9.7k. Let's go look at the vibrant bank. And it's receiving 10,000. Like I said, I'll probably have we made any no, we've made one cyanite. Once we get a bunch of cyanite, I can make the turbines, but I'm not sure how entirely, might not even go far enough in the 1.10 run here with the Direwolf 20 pack to warrant turbines. Because I've basically been working on a 1.12 pack, which I've got to a point that I'm pretty happy with, so I might have to switch over to 1.12 at some point. Quite a vast majority of the mods are there. Missing a few, but like environmental tech isn't... Well, environmental tech is released, but it's kind of a little buggy at the moment. But the vast majority of the mods are there. And it seems pretty stable. It actually seems to use a bit less RAM, too. So between episodes, I think I'm going to figure out how I want the hysteresis on the reactor and the energy core to work. And because this can get to just massive sizes. And basically I don't want to be running all of my big generators all of the time trying to fill up, you know, trillions of RF. At least not like the canola plant. I want the canola plant to be basically for bursts of power when needed. The reactor can run all the time though, assuming I can keep acquiring fuel for it. But I figured it'd be a pretty quick episode, just finishing up a few things, and I guess I can leave this thing running now because I make tons of power. I can probably open up the throttle on that a bit. Alright, I will see you next time.